Right, Rich.
Hello, Mr. Boss.
Severance is on TV at the minute, right?
It is, I can't stop watching.
How about we do an episode of Smile and Friends where Mr. Boss has just watched every episode of Severance?
Do we have him watching the shorts instead, so he doesn't actually know what the plot's about?
Oh, he doesn't see, like, the bad side to it?
Yeah.
So he's just
He
watching
sees all the
YouTube
fun bits.
shorts. Yeah.
Maybe it's like the music dance experience, and he's like, this looks amazing!
And he
Look at Adam Scott, he looks so happy!
obviously watches the bear in the elevator where, like, the distortion of the camera changes.
He installs an elevator.
Maybe he, like, blocks the stairs, and Charlie's like, hey, that's like a health and safety hazard, you know?
Yeah, he's like, dude, that's like 100 steps out of my step apartment.
Yeah.
You owe me those steps, Mr. Boss.
You have to take the elevator.
And he's like, it's a tree.
I love that he's just been watching Severance shorts with, like,
Yeah, because
Sigma male music over it.
Because I've been telling you, haven't I? I've been watching Blacklist on shorts, and I'm like, should I watch the show?
Yeah.
It feels like the algorithm wants me to watch the damn show. I watched like an episode, and it didn't have this cool Boss Sigma music over it, and I was like, I don't feel it. I don't feel stimulated. This is boring.
Right.
It like cut to his daughter, I think, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not just all shorts of him, is it? No. So where are we?
So Mr. Boss's last night he stayed up late and watched all the Severance things, and the next morning Charlie and Pim turn up to work, and Mr. Boss is like in the reception area waiting for them with this surprise.
Is he doing a milkshake smile? And he's like, hello, refiners. Or he calls them Resmilers, actually. Hello, Resmilers. Do you reckon one of them likes the show and they're like, Mr. Boss, are you doing Severance? So Pim then says, hey, what's that, Charlie? What's Severance? And Charlie's like, oh, Pim, you don't want to know.
Man, I reckon Mr. Boss doesn't tell them he's doing a Severance. He just goes, step into my elevator, boys.
Yeah, he goes, come right up to the elevator. And then Charlie does that line about the steps. He's like, Mr. Boss, you still have steps with me. You know, I've got to get at least 1,000. And then they get in the elevator, and then it just cuts to them outside at the end of the day, and they're like,
oh, yeah. Brilliant, yeah.
Like, what the hell happened?
What's funny is, in Severance, they do a delay, so you know that there's been a time pass when you get out of the elevator at the end of a day of work. But Mr. Boss probably didn't see that because he's only watched the shorts. So, so to them, it was just an instant. They was going up in the elevator, and then they was coming down the elevator.
Wait, you know the little cool vertigo effect that they do?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to do that, so he just, every time the elevator, the sound effect just goes, so he can emulate like the zoom in. It's just him every time. No, he doesn't have recording.
I feel like the whole episode has to be them just showing up to work and trying to find out what they did that day.
Yeah. So then they come out, and then Pim is all confused, going, Charlie, we were just here, but it's night. And Charlie's like, see, Pim, this is what Severance is.
Oh.
This is what Severance is. And then,
man, maybe the way they can realise is Charlie looks at his stepometer, and it's like 1,000 steps more than it was like 10 seconds ago. So he's like, what? Something's going on, Pim. Can they bump into Alan? And Alan's like really mad at them because of something Charlie said that day.
Yeah,
but he's got no memory.
I can't believe you'd say that, Charlie. I told you that in confidence. He's like, it wasn't me. That was Eddie, Charlie. And then they get off, and then like, what the hell happened? And then maybe they're like at a bar, like trying to decompress, like Pim and Charlie.
Yeah.
And they're like, this can't go on, Pim. We've been severed for so long. It's like, it's only been a day, Charlie.
See, I reckon what they'd do is they'd say, just empty your pockets, show me everything you have. And like they don't put anything in the pockets onto the table to try and deconstruct what the day was like.
What if there's just a full-on note explaining what happened?
Because in Severance, they can't sneak notes out because they've got the technology. But once again, Mr. Boss watched the shorts.
Yeah, it's just a full-on note explaining what happened. And it's like, you said that thing to Alan, you shouldn't have said that, I can't believe it. wait, why is he blaming Ouchie, Charlie?
And also, why are they writing the note? Like,
what if that's it? They wrote the note, but there's just no information there. It's going, I can't believe it, man. It's so bad in here.
If they've just been severed, then the innie Charlie surely would have no memories, would he?
Well, maybe that's where we have to like find out. Pim's like confused, going, what's up, Charlie? And he's like, we would have had no memories of that. How did he like know any of this?
Yeah.
And then they turn up the next day to work. Do you think they go in, or did he try not to go in, or did he avoid going in?
I imagine they try the stairs first, but it's like, no, it's locked. Nothing we can do.
Maybe they get footage or something instead the first night. And the footage is like of a hallway. It's just the maddest stuff, like balls rolling out of the room. You know, like from like a ball pit.
Yeah.
And then pens and pencils flying out, and paper and airplanes, and they're like, what happened? Something bad happened.
So how do we resolve this?
You have to sneak in after seeing the footage.
Yeah.
And you break in and pretend to be Innie, Charlie, and Innie Pim.
Yep.
And it turns out it was just Mr. Boss wanting to give them a stress relief and a fun time of constant micro dance experience. So it's just a disco all day. A disco all day.
So that scene where like Milchek is like dancing.
It's just that. That's all he keeps. He's like, yeah. So they do Defying Jazz all day, and it's just Mr. Boss going, hell yeah, fuck the system.
So
come on, boys.
Yeah. The lights flashing all different colours.
Yeah, Innie, Charlie, and Pim are like, they don't like this. They want to actually just go to work, and that's why the note was all panicky. Like, you can't let this go on. I can't believe we done it.
Because man, there's nothing worse than like forced fun.
It's like, get us out of here, please, and it's just constant discos for like a week. Mr. Boss ends it and goes, boys, and then he puts on his best James Spader impression.
Right.
Now, boys, I have a list. I have a list for us to do, and it ends.